Okay, so again, when are you going to use combinations? You're going to use combinations when order does not matter. 3 students going to lunch rather than ranking top 3. And there's no repetition. How do you put it into your calculator? You hit the first number, which would be the total number, the larger of the 2 numbers. You hit the PRB button, then hit the number 2, or just scroll down and hit enter. And then you enter the second number and hit enter. So here's the keystrokes that it looks like. For instance, if I had 5 things, I wanted to pick 3 of them where order did not matter. These are exactly what I put into my calculator. Go ahead and read this next paragraph. It talks about one of the numbers that was in a previous page. It was talking about how many different 5-card poker hands can you have. A lot of people mess this up because they think with a poker hand having a 3 is better than a 2, but it doesn't, which could be true. So in that sense, order matters in the sense that the number matters, but the order in which the card gets into your hand doesn't matter. For instance, if you got a king on the first card or out of 5, or a king on the last card out of 5, it doesn't matter when you got the king, just that you have the king. So because order doesn't matter, you have a total of 52 cards in a deck, and then you wanted 5 of those cards were given to you. Again, it doesn't matter which order they were given to you. That would be a total of 2,598,960 possible 5-card hands. This will be really important when we get back to probabilities in a couple sections. Okay? So let's look at example 11 here. It says an emergency room at a hospital has 11 nurses on staff. Each night a team of 5 nurses is on duty. In how many different ways can the 5 nurses be chosen? So I think it should be easy, hopefully easy for you to understand that you have the total number here is 11 nurses. And then what you want is 5 nurses. But what we really have to emphasize is that it's just they're on duty. Since they're on duty, it doesn't matter if they are the first one on duty or the second one on duty, they're on duty. So this means order does not matter. So if order does not matter, let me write that down. Order does not matter. That means I'm going to use NCR, not NPR. Always ask yourself, what's the total? How many do you want? And does order matter or not? So if I wanted to plug this into my calculator, the total, the larger of the 2 numbers, is 11. NCR by hitting the PRB button, then the number 2. And then I'm going to type in 5, 11, NCR 5. Plug that into your calculator now. I'm getting a total of 462 possible combinations of the 11 nurses to have 5 on staff. So we continue on to the next problem. It says a restaurant employs 16 waiters and waitresses. In how many ways can a group of 9 waiters and waitresses be chosen? So I'm going to look at this and analyze. I'm going to sit here and say, okay, so the total is 16 is the total. They have 16 total. 9 is what they want. They need 9 of them to serve. Order doesn't matter. It's just because it's a shift. It doesn't matter if they're the first one on the shift or the last one on the shift. They're all working the same hours. So order doesn't matter. I'll just write no order because I'm lazy. And that tells me that I'm going to use combinations instead of permutations. So the total here was 16. I'm going to use NCR because order doesn't matter. I wanted 9 of them to work. I'm going to put that into my calculator now. When I put that into my calculator, I'm getting 11,440 different possible ways of having 9 servers work out of the 16.